Hello my friend and supporter, welcome to medical science class. As a student of medical science, I wanted to take clever every branch of science. What kind of things said good, that is bad, that is knowledge, that is relation, that is good word, that is an art. As a Muslim, Allah is the one and only to accept Allah, occasion, last and best messenger Muhammad. Now my friend and supporter, medical science class. What is science? Yeah, doing ice doing it is salute doing it so start. Yeah, alif lam lam ha. Yaldo shapi yaldo mapi yaldo. أنا عبد الممثل شابي أنا عبد الشول الممثل مافي أنا عبد الممثل كابي أنا عبد الممثل شابي الأمر أنا عبد الممثل شابي الأمر. Now my friend supporter, what is science? Science is anything, any matter, any event, any problem, any occurrence can solve by logic, document, diagram, mathematical calculation with provement with experiment. That is science. What is medical science? Medical science is the branch of science described elaborated about creation like human Homo sapiens. Scientific name of human Homo sapiens. Now we describe elaborated medical science utilize. How can you survive? How much survive in medical science? You know that. For example, you past we described elaborated about how much survive in utilize medical science. In case of medical science, you know that by utilizing your sperm, how much you survive. How much you survive in case of uh, your utilizes your sperm. In case of male, in case of female ovum, how much energy remain in if utilize sperm power. Those are adult, and that is also utilized at natural contraception method. Uh, Both husband wife, those are married and soulmate for them, not other. In case of other, there is a graft rejection or other occur. And disturbance occur. No, now my friend supporter, that is precaution. Your sperm is your and your right and your wife, not other. And your wife ovum is your right and your wife right, not other. And precaution or alert about that. Now sperm power utilize how much time you survive, and natural contraception method how much time remain natural contraception, and labology without condom, you know that the feeling, you know that what is the value of that in case of labology. Now my friend was about that, then we utilize that, uh, say about I also feel shy and shame. You can, I also utilize that power, sperm power. Okay, fine. That is the natural steroid, and that is the natural steroid, no side effect. Still now I utilize that, and I remain better. And my sperm, my right, and my wife right, not other. I also feel like I also feel shy and shame, but that is not shy and shame. That is understanding. Now utilize my, in case of hair follicle, I remain in my, after cut the hair, I remain in my bag. What is the reason? For identification purpose. And it's water. If you fall in dangerous situation, there is no food is available. Any valid unvalid food is not available. Like just like desert. What happened? You found the water, a glass of water. In glass of water or water, you take your hair follicle and drop and drink. How much survive you can understand that? Okay, fine. You not found the in desert water. By utilizing your hair follicle, those are fall down. You not fall. You not uh, doing anything. sometimes activity, you know that hair follicle fall down. By that hair follicle, if you eat, just swallow the hair follicle, how much time you survive? And your hair follicle your right, and other hair follicle other right. Bapre bap. By that utilization, medical science, the value of medical science, you know that. In danger procedure, what is the in case of sperm ovum power, you know that your sperm your your right, and your ovum in case of your wife and married husband wife right, sperm ovum, not other. In case of hair follicle your right, not other. What? And labology, not sexology. I say my 5 minutes about all of the world. How much time survive, you know that? How you how it work? If you swollen your hair follicle in danger situation, stomach remain HCl. Already stomach remains hungry. That 3.5 as per medical science say hydrochloric acid HCl break down your if pH 7, that is considered as a neutral. Below the 7, that is acidic. That's like 6, 5, 4, 3. In stomach, medical sense say 3.5. If above 7, there is alkalinity. For example, 8, 9, 10. And water pH is neutral, and medical science says science says water pH is the neutral, that is pH is 7. In case of other liquid, if above 7 like 8, 9, 10, that is alkali solution. If below 7 like 6, 5, 4, 3, that is acidic solution. In hydrochloric acid, what happens? The hair follicle break down, then nucleotide. You know that adenine, guanine, thymine, hair follicle DNA, contain DNA, adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine. You utilize your DNA power. And by utilizing your DNA power, you know that also that is amino acid. In DNA there is a 5 ribose sugar. You found the sugar. Also hydrogen bond. Also you know that in DNA you found the 5 ribose sugar. Sugar molecule. By sugar molecule and nucleotide, there is protein catalyze or protein in nature, amino acid. In protein in amino acid, catalog. In utilize DNA power, how much time you survive? You know that. Now you not give value your hair follicle. You know that the value of hair follicle of human. What about animal? Animal is not every animal hair follicle for that animal, not other animal. What is the reason? There is a system feed by creator. What is system? Your immune system know your hair follicle. But if you take other hair follicle, that is a graft rejection occur. That is the reason unintentionally, not intentionally, not unintentionally. Unintentionally, creator help, and unintentionally that is not cordially accepted. Creator forgive. That is also sin. Your hair follicle, your DNA, your power, other DNA, other power. Your DNA, your right, other DNA, human DNA, other human right. Now human come from the human sapiens. The document is DNA. Every sapiens is come from that sapiens. Document is DNA. The father, mother is the document. In human DNA, there is a we identify there is remaining father, mother DNA, and we identify that is the son of that father. That is the son or daughter of that father, mother. In case of animal, also DNA, that animal is the animal DNA identify also father, mother by that DNA. That is the provement every sapiens come from that sapiens. But Allah sapiens come from no sapiens. That is creator, one and only creator. Allah sapiens remain past, present, future. forever and created all creation. In Allah's base include all creator real everything, all know. Yet Udiba Nurallah Wahida Samot Khalik Manik Rajak Jujalali Olikra. Now utilize your DNA without negligible reason, not without negligible reason. When fall in dangerous situation like natural climate, disaster, and go to the Mars, Moon, that kind of dangerous situation. If you remain your hair follicle jar and collect them, and when is necessary you cut down small pieces and take them and utilize your DNA power hot when necessary. You collect food, reserve food, but if you reserve your DNA hair follicle, I also reserve my hair remain in my bag. Hot when necessary, I utilize that. By that utilization, you can survive in dangerous situation. As per I know, Allah know best, not only best, but also everything. Okay, fine. Without negligible, it is not work. What is the reason? The HCl is not secretion that time. When you fall in dangerous situation, for example, 8 hour or 9 hour without food, then come the HCl. Danger, you know that HCl 3.5. As per medical science say, stomach HCl. That HCl can break down, utilize your hair follicle and found the DNA. And DNA have a ribose sugar, nucleotide. You can utilize that. Hydrogen bond, other. And nucleotide like adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine. In case of RNA, adenine, thymine, replace of thymine, uracil. But I say cytosine replace the in my lecture. Cytosine replace the uracil. In I see the book, adenine, thymine is the replace the uracil. In case of RNA, adenine, uracil, cytosine, guanine, cytosine. Adenine. See the book, main book. I also do mistake. That is the provement I am also creation. I also need read and write. Without read and write, I not also memorize. That is the provement also I am also creation in DNA. In case of DNA, adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine. In case of RNA, adenine, uracil, guanine, cytosine. In case of nucleotide. Thank you very much, my friends. But today is enough from medical science class. And wait and see. Thank you very thank you. I am also creation proved by DNA. You know that I do also mistake. I not know everything. I also need read and write. In case of adenine, DNA nucleotide, adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine. In case of RNA, adenine, uracil, thymine, adenine, uracil, cytosine, guanine, cytosine, adenine, uracil, guanine, cytosine. Or to say adenine, guanine, cytosine, uracil. In case of RNA, adenine, guanine, cytosine, uracil. In case of DNA, adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine. Thank you very much, my friends, for today's enough for medical science.